My younger brother bullied me my entire life, and everyone believed he was just immature. But they didn't see the messages he sent me. They didn't know what he did behind closed doors. So when he pushed me too far, I didn't explode. I planned, and the lesson I gave him, let's just say, he'll never forget it. My name is Alyssa Parker, and this is the story of how my younger brother Ethan terrorized me for years, emotionally, mentally, and socially, until the day I finally decided I wasn't going to be his victim anymore. I didn't fight him with fists. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I used proof, witnesses, and the truth, the very things he never thought I'd have. And what happened in the end? Let's just say he learned exactly who he was dealing with. People often assume the older sibling has the power. Not in my family. Ethan was the sweet angel, the kid with dimples, the one with perfect grades, the one who charmed every adult he met. But behind the scenes, he was a nightmare. He mocked me in front of my friends. He spread rumors in school. He stole my things. He hid my assignments. He even convinced my parents I had anger issues. And he was good, really good, because every time I tried to tell the truth, he cried and said, "I didn't mean it. She's just sensitive." And guess who they believed? Not me, never me. It happened on a rainy Saturday night. I was in my room studying for a college entrance exam when Ethan barged in, laughing with his phone in his hand. He threw something on my bed, my diary. Open, I felt my heart drop. He smirked. "Relax, Alyssa. I didn't post anything." Yet, he had taken pictures of my personal pages, the ones where I wrote about my insecurities, fears, and mental health struggles. And then he showed me his phone, a group chat, his friends, my classmates, and screenshots of my diary. They were laughing, calling me dramatic, calling me pathetic, calling me unstable. Ethan had shared everything. I couldn't breathe. I felt my chest closing in. "Say one word to Mom or Dad," he whispered, "and I'll post the rest." He walked out, proud of what he'd done. And that night, something switched inside me. I didn't cry. I didn't break. I turned cold, because the thing about people like Ethan, they think they're smarter than everyone, but they never see the trap until they fall in. I started small. I backed up every message he ever sent me. I screenshotted every insult, every threat, every confession of what he did. I took pictures of the group chat where he humiliated me, and then I played my best card. I told him nothing. I acted normal, quiet, passive, which made him bold. He kept bullying me worse than before because he thought he'd broken me. Perfect. Then one day, I accidentally left my phone recording on the kitchen table while pretending to study. Ethan walked in, bragging to his friend on speakerphone about stealing my diary, leaking my pages, manipulating our parents, and how Alyssa is way too scared to do anything. Every word recorded. Every word crystal clear. By the end of the week, I had a full digital record of years of bullying. And that was step one. What Ethan feared most wasn't punishment. It was embarrassment. Reputation was everything to him. So I used that. Our school had a student support counselor named Ms. Hayes, someone everyone respected. She was known for handling bullying cases privately and professionally. But I made sure this one wouldn't be private. I asked her for a meeting. She agreed. But what Ethan didn't know was that I asked for one more person to join, the vice principal, the one who handled digital misconduct. When I walked into the office, Ethan was already there, confused and annoyed. "What is this? Why am I here?" Ms. Hayes looked at me. "Go ahead, Alyssa." I opened my folder. Printouts, messages, screenshots, voice recordings. I laid everything on the table. Ethan's face went pale. Ms. Hayes gasped. The vice principal shook his head in disbelief. "This," he said, "is one of the worst cases of sibling bullying I've ever seen." Ethan tried to defend himself. "That's not real. She's framing me. She's making it up." I pressed play on the kitchen recording. His voice filled the room, admitting everything. The room went silent, for the first time in his life. Ethan had no words. The school contacted my parents. They were furious, not at me, but at him. My mom cried for hours. My dad refused to even look at Ethan. When we all sat down in the living room, Ethan tried his final trick. Crocodile tears. "I'm sorry. I swear I didn't mean it. I was joking." I leaned forward, calm, steady, powerful. "You didn't mean it the first time, not the second time, not the 100th time, but you meant every message, every insult, every threat." He stared at me, speechless, and I delivered the lesson he'll never forget. I'm not your victim anymore, and I won't ever be again. That night, my parents took away his phone, his gaming privileges, his allowance, his freedom, his trust. They enrolled him in mandatory counseling. They informed the school. They even made him publicly apologize to me in front of family. Ethan never looked at me the same way again. Not because he changed, but because he finally realized I'm not someone he can break. I'm someone he should fear. Things didn't magically get perfect, but Ethan stopped touching my things, stopped mocking me, stopped invading my privacy. He avoided me completely because he knew I had the power now, and I wasn't afraid to use it. My parents and I rebuilt our relationship. Ms. Hayes checked on me regularly, and my self-respect restored. Because standing up doesn't always mean fighting back loudly. Sometimes it means collecting the truth and letting the truth do the talking. And that's how my younger brother bullied me for years, until I finally taught him the one lesson he never expected. No screaming, no revenge plots. Just evidence, courage, and the moment he realized I wasn't the weak one anymore.